twister. Or they thought that I was just a... Now when I'm through, they call me mister. Stop it. Big wall with some fights. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. In motion left goes Jones. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 2nd down and 3. Now Tua going to change the play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
From midfield, here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Achane. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Fields. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You talk about this Miami defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Play action. It's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. Achane is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
One more time with Achane. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Devon Achane, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now it's Fields. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Austin Eckler, he has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bears get a bit closer. Was able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A run with Mostert up the middle. Down to the 42, 2nd down. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Fields. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fields on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They run with Hill. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 85 yards. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. One play action. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Motion man is Schwartz. Second down, here's Mostert again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And now they'll shift things around. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Fields now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Off play action, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Tua going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That's who is going to change things up. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Meanwhile, Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked 2. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's a toss left for Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. They'll run with Hill. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Coming to you. Easy.
Back to the air. Fields on 2nd down. He'll get, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
From his own end zone, Fields on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Mostert is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move. And they'll get